Cowabunga bros, and welcome to my review for the Mezco Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set. Let's get started. Alright. So, here we have our 4 turtles. We're going to jump right into this review. Had these guys for about a week, been messing around with them as well as doing some photos. And gotta say, these guys are insane. I only have 2 other sets of turtles, and by far these guys blow those as the 2 sets out of the water. So kicking things off, I have these guys lined up, from what I've noticed, as Raph being his own body type, so to speak, whereas Mikey and Leo here in the middle share a much similar body style, and then Donnie on his own as well. So starting off with Raph, we have our boy. Do a quick 360 here. And out of the 4, this guy definitely has the most built. He's got a bulkier body type. I want to say like he's got more muscle definition across the arms. Definitely has a shorter neck, much stockier turtle. Nice green throughout. Really nice texture along his skin. Scratches across the shell and his belly, if you will. And man, this guy is just phenomenal. I mean, all these turtles just looking insane. Soft, good pouches. Some more in the back. Pouch right here. You could tuck some shuriken in it. Front pouches as well, or little slots where you can actually put his size in. Shoulder pads with an elastic strap, as well as knee pads with same type of elastic strap. Don't mind the blue, that was some sticky tack that I was using for some photos. We're gonna put him to the side. I'm gonna grab Leo, and I want to say out of the 4 of them, him and Raph have a very similar shade of green. I would say that Raph is a little darker in comparison to Leo, but these 2 share the closest color scheme. Here we have Leo. Soft goods, pouch up front. This does open up. Another side pouch right there. Turn them around. Slots for the katanas to go in, as well as 2 little openings down here. Some kunai, if you will. And the same elbow and knee pads across. And I'm gonna say that out of these guys, the scratch marks between Leo and Donnie, I'll just bring him in, seem to be the closest, but it's still a little bit hard to tell out of the 4 of them all together as a collective if they all share the same ones. Doesn't really look like it actually. I want to say these 2 have probably the same scratches throughout the front of the shells, but even then the paint application across all 4 of them is just so different that it's hardly noticeable. And same thing with the back of the shells. You have the scratches throughout, but the paint apps mask them a bit. I might have some different ones. So there's a lot of variation throughout these guys, which is nice. So it's not like they share the exact same body mold per se, unlike the, let's say, the SH Figure Arts versions of these guys that I have, which are just straight up carbon copies with the different painted headbands and logos that these guys do not have on their belts. But yeah, I'm gonna move on to Mikey. He has the lightest in green coloration. He's gonna have some little slots down here or some darts to be tucked away, little pouch on his side, back slots for his nunchucks to go into. Again, just very, very nice details across. Really nice texture throughout all of these turtles. And then we have Donnie right here. Pouches in the front, side pouches, little area for his bow staff, and then some slots down here for some kunais to be tucked away. And Donnie's gonna have the dark muddy green coloration, which I just love for him. Just real nice colorations across all these guys. And I would say that all these turtles just together, fantastic. They really have the aesthetic of the old school Mirage comics, but mixed in with some of the IDW stuff and inspiration from some of the cartoons. The colorations do remind me of the 03 Turtles quite a bit, which was the show that I grew up with and just adored. So I am super pleased with these guys, and I'm just having a blast with them. Just an insane, awesome time with these guys. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into the articulation. I'm going to showcase one of the turtles as a means of showing articulation for all of them. I'm going to go ahead and grab Mikey, and we'll go from there. Kicking things off with the articulation, I've decided to pick Mikey just because his belt was the easiest to slide off in order to get a full range of motion. So here we go. Ball peg on the neck. You can look up about that much, down quite a bit. Full 360. Some nice side to side. Nice T-posing right there. Of course, arms can rotate all the way around. He has a nice bicep swivel and double jointed elbows that are not hindered in any way by the elbow pads right here, the elastic, which is just great. We have the hands that pop off at the wrist with the pegs right here. There we go. Legs kick up that far to the front. As you can see, the belly is a nice soft plastic, so it does move out of the way for some nice range of motion right here. Legs can go about that far back, being stopped just ever so slightly by the shell itself. We have a thigh cut, which is a little tight right here, but it's kind of moving all as one piece, but it does have a separate joint right here connecting the leg to the actual body with the thigh cut itself. Let me see if this side does it over here. Does it a little bit better for you to see there. Double jointed knees and some ankle rocker. There we go. Doesn't really move that much front and back, but side to side is pretty generous. And the shell itself actually does rotate around, kind of rocks in itself a little bit as well, which is nice, which does help with the forward and backward motion. Forward crunch. And keep them steady. About that far back, more or less. So yeah, these guys can really pull out some poses in comparison to some of the other turtles that I have, the Super 7 ones, although they look really nice. For the most part, they were static figures. Now, you want to showcase one other thing real quick, so I will bring in the other guys. So we have Raph. As I mentioned earlier, he does have a much thicker neck in comparison to the other turtles. Let's move him over here. I'm gonna put Mikey in the middle. And then we're gonna have Donnie at the very end. Just want to showcase the necks themselves and how far down they can look. So Raph definitely has a thicker neck. It looks like a shorter ball peg in comparison to the other guys. I mean, he is the buff turtle, if you will. And Donnie has the slimmest build. So his neck is much slimmer, and I want to say therefore the ball peg itself as well sits higher up. So he's got a longer, skinnier neck in comparison to his brothers. And I think that also translates throughout the rest of his body as well. I think his forearms, legs, and what have you, he's just the skinniest turtle out of the four. So that really adds to the variation to these guys. So moving on to the accessories. For this segment showcasing the accessories, I've decided to just go ahead and leave everything in the trays. That way I don't go losing any pieces, because there are a lot of pieces to be lost. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into the head sculpts. So we're going to start with Raph. So all the turtles come with a total of 3 different head sculpts. Here we have Raph's first one, just an angry, gritted teeth head sculpt. Really nice. The second head sculpt is also gritted teeth, but more squinty-eyed, if you will. And lastly, he has his enraged, just straight furious head sculpt. Open mouth, looking really, really nice. Fantastic. Next we have Donnie. Head sculpt number 1, gritted teeth. Number 2, stoic. And number 3 for Donnie, cool smile. Very nice. For Leo, we have gritted teeth, number 2, stoic, and 3, straight yelling or arguing with his brothers, mainly Raph. Lastly, we have Mikey, gritted teeth, goofy smile, and shocked, scared, etc. This works for almost anything. It's great. And all 4 of these guys come with 2 different bandanas. You have the short bandana, and of course these rotate all the way, plug out, and you can swap it with the long bandana piece that, again, all 4 of them have. Real easy. Boom, boom. Rotates all the way. And this is something that I wish the Naruto Big Arts line would do, which from the looks of it, they might be doing with the newly announced Sage Mode Naruto. Instead of just being on a hinge, I just hope it plugs in and rotates just like these turtles. So that's what we have when it comes to the head sculpts for the brothers. Next, I want to showcase some of the shared accessories, which include the shell communicators. You get 4 of these guys. They do pop open, so you gotta be gentle with them. Showcase the inside right there. And it goes shut. So 1 for each turtle. And you also get 4 shell grapples. Just push this bottom piece. Hooks come right out. And it's actually pretty cool. You get 4 sets as well, with a little string with the hook itself. You can clip to the bottom of the grapple and then just have the turtles hold it, chuck it, like a real grapple. So, really neat accessory. Again, you get a set of 4, 1 for each of them. So really nice stuff there. Next, when it comes to the accessories, you get a total of 4 pizza slices. You have 2 standard pepperoni slices, if you will, looking hella delicious and greasy. And you get 2 of the extra cheese pull. Looking delicious. You also have 2 of these kunai effects. These will be great for some Naruto shots as well. We have 2 of these swiping effects, which are primarily for Leo, which you can grab his katanas and plug into the inside right there, the swishing motion. So 2 of these. You also get a swishing motion effect part with a contact point attached to it, and this is for Donnie's bow staff. You can see plugs right in. Another effect for Donnie is, it's actually this one right here. Just the contact point by itself, as if he's jabbing. You can actually plug it in right here. Just bam, 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 bam. There we go. And for Wrath, you have some for his size as well. We have this first one. Plug in the end of the sai right there, as if he's chucking it. And then he also has 2, 1 for each. This contact effect part that plugs into the tip of the sai itself, as if he is actually shanking somebody. So we have that. And a couple more effect parts. Other than the 2 kunai throwing ones, we have a shuriken version of it as well, right here. And actually might as well, I'm just going to keep this tray out. So I'm going to put you right up top. So for this tray, this is primarily for Raph's stuff. So he has his 2 sides in the tray. Once more, showcase that. Nicely done. He has a pair of tonfas. I'm going to take one of them out. Maybe 2 of these in the tray. He has a push dagger. And I'm really hesitant to pull them out, but I'll lean it forward. 3 shuriken just by themselves, so you can go ahead and just have him hold them in his hands or even tuck away in his belt pieces. And you also have an additional little piece right here, which is to clip onto the belts of the turtles. They each have one of these so that they can carry their communicators, etc. Find some other uses for them, but I want to say that's the main, if not the primary reason that is included, is for you to go ahead and hook it off their belts. And for Raph, you also get this little hat for his trench coat disguise, which has a plug-in right there, which you'll simply take off the bandana portion and plug it right there. Boom. And he's in disguise. So that is Raphael's tray. And we're going to go into his soft goods, which will be his trench coat. Here we have the trench coat for Raphael. Super nice. A nice 360. I have yet to use it, but looking at it in hand, it's so nicely done. Even the little buttons and the buckle right here. Oh, this is a bendy wire. Ooh, that's actually really cool. So yeah, there we have Raphael for his accessories. Next we have Donatello, which comes with, of course, his bow staff, which honestly I am really happy with, just because the Super 7 version that I have of Donatello, his bow staff is significantly smaller, therefore it just looks kind of odd. It just looks like he's holding a stick instead of an actual weapon. So this one for Donatello does him justice. I'm really happy with that. He also comes with a pair of night vision goggles. Nice little green right there on them. He also has his own push dagger style weapon. His anti-gravity gauntlet, which is just fantastic. Little flip right here and keyboard, Predator style. Nice elastic down here for his arm to slip through. And this does have a little hinge. This is just an awesome accessory to have. And he also comes with, what does the package say? This is the Kyoketsu Shoge. So, comes with that weapon as well. And naturally, I'm gonna lean this over. 3 individual kunais, as well as that little belt hook that I mentioned earlier in Raph's portion. Donnie also does come with a little brown cloak. Got a little hood on it as well. And this is just a nice, fun accessory to have as well. I mean, anything that's a soft goods that comes with these guys is fantastic. I mean, look, it even has a little slit in the backside for his bow staff to go through when he's actually wearing this. So props, love it. Next, we have Leo Stray. He comes with, of course, his twin katanas right here. Showcase one of them, as well as the scabbard they will go into. They can go in easily. Boom, boom. Pull right out. He also comes with a pair of liming claws. And just like Donnie, he has 3 kunais and a little hook to go onto his belt. Leo does come with a, let's see here, black cloak with some bendy wire on here. And I did try this on my SH Figuarts Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker, and it just looks awesome. So I'm really happy to just be able to use some of these accessories for other figures. Like I said, for the Naruto line, here we have some stuff for Star Wars. It's just all over the place. Really cool. And a red scarf, which, you know what, let's just go ahead and pull it out. Let's see. I have yet to open this one, so bear with me. Nice little red scarf. It's got some bendy wire. Yeah. Ooh. Nice. A nice little accessory for the soft goods for him. And for Mikey, we have a set of, I'm going to try to lean this one into because these are way too tiny. He comes with 3 darts, push dagger, as well as another of the, Jesus, what was this? Kyoketsu Shoge. There we go. I'm looking at the packaging. Don't remember it offhand. And a little belt hook. And Mikey, I'm going to pull out his regular nunchucks. Comes with, of course, his nunchucks. Pair of these. Nice chain link. And it actually comes with a bendy wire, within the chain link, which is just so cool. It just allows you to pose it to a degree. And I want to say this is the first time that I've seen this, because the Super 7, I believe, it does come with a chain link attaching it, but no metal bar in it, so it just falls flat. But this one actually does let you pose it around to a degree. So this is fantastic. And of course, Mikey comes with a two of these spinning effects for his nunchucks. So you have one end that plugs into the effect itself, so it looks like he's just swinging it around. Awesome. Just so cool. These accessories are all over the place, and I am here for it. I am loving these guys. And for Mikey, he has a nice little zip-up hoodie with a functioning zipper. Boom, boom. I tried this on the SH Figuarts Final Swing Spidey, as well as the Mafex Classic Suit Spider-Man, but the hoodie was too big on both accounts, unfortunately. So that did not work out the way that I thought it was going to work out. But nonetheless, really cool accessory for the turtles. And let's see here. I did forget to mention, I think this other accessory is supposed to be a part of Leo's, but he has another black cloth type item, also over bendy wire on here. pretty nice. And can't forget the Walkman accessory. Also tried this with Spider-Man. I was kind of hoping that this was going to be a type of bendy wire or some kind of bendy situation, but that is not the case. It is a fixed plastic to fit on the wide turtle head, so this does not bend to form to the shape of the head of another figure. Unfortunately, you can have this just hanging off their neck, you know, but not actually wearing successfully. So that was unfortunate. I was kind of hoping to use this for some other stuff, but that was not the case. In regards to hands, other than the fisted hands that these turtles come with, Raph has 5 additional hands, whereas Leo and Mikey come with 4 additional pairs of hands, and for some reason Donnie has a set of 3. Now these hands are going to vary for weapon holding or shuriken throwing or just action poses, but it's going to be for all of that. So I'm going to pull out a couple just to show you some of the paint detail. So here we have an open hand for Leo, just some really nice paint work throughout the hand itself, inside the palms, fingernails, really nice. Here's one for Mikey right here. This one can be used for the kunai throwing. Let's see if we can get it out of the tray as an example. Yeah, just plug that in. He's throwing a kunai. Good stuff. Here we have a weapon holding hand for Donatello, of course, matching with his muddy greenish tones. And for Raphael, he has the most hands again. Here's one for him. This one, I believe, is one of the ones that, let's see, you should be able to go ahead and slide his, no, not this one, this is not going to be it. This one should be, you could slide in his size in that fashionable way that he likes to wield them and fight his enemies. So there we go. Boom, boom. And other than these accessories, all 4 of them, of course, come with a special base. So I'm going to showcase one of the bases as an example for all of them, because they're going to be identical except for the coloration. But here is one of the bases. You get 4, one for each turtle. So you have purple, red, orange, and blue, as well as the actual stand itself, or attachment piece right here. This is really sturdy, so I've already been using it for some other photos. But yeah, I want to say that's going to cover for all of these accessories. Let's move on. Okay, so here's actually one thing that I forgot to go over real quick. So as I was putting all the accessories away, I remember coming across this and wanting to touch upon it. So looks like the set was supposed to include another swinging effect for the katanas, as well as 2 more down here for the kunai and Raph's size. I don't see anything missing from my package altogether, so if this was something that was just decided to be left out, please let me know in the comments down below, because I honestly have no idea. Kicking things off with this size comparison, we have the Mezco Raphael in the middle, as well as the SH Figuarts Raphael on the left, followed by the Super 7 Raphael on the right. Here we have Raphael with the Marvel Legends Daredevil, as well as the Marvel Legends The Hand Ninja. Here we have Leo stacked with his SH Figuarts and Super 7 counterparts. Next, we have Leo doing a side-by-side with the Marvel Legends Venom as well as Marvel Legends Ultimate Green Goblin. Just wanted to showcase this because these guys just tower over the turtles, but I think would definitely make for some really cool crossover pictures. Here's a profile stance for these guys, just looming over him, and to try and get him in frame as best as I can. Here we go. But yeah, I think these guys also look really, really nice with the turtles. Here we have Mikey side by side as SH Figure Arts and Super 7 counterparts. And Mikey being compared to the Mafex Batman Blue version from Hush, as well as the Mafex Classic Suit Spider-Man. Also really, really cool stuff for some crossover photos. And for the last turtle in this set, we have Donnie compared to his SH Figure Arts as well as Super 7 counterparts. And lastly, Donnie being compared to the SH Figure Arts Kamen Rider Gotchard as well as the SH Figure Arts Final Swing Spider-Man. So, final thoughts on the Mezco Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set. I'm going to say it is definitely worth it. I mean, for me personally, this is going to be my definitive Ninja Turtles set overall. Granted, I only have two others. Number one being the SH Figure Arts 80 style turtles, which I did not even grow up with. Second being the Super 7, which are nice but can be pretty difficult to pose around, if at all pose, period. And they are a little bit larger in scale in comparison to the stuff that I like to collect, so these guys are a must. Granted, you'll be shelling out a couple hundred. In order to get this, I paid about $550 after shipping and taxes, since I did not originally pre-order these when they were listed. Since I was a bit skeptical, I was for whatever reason concerned that these turtles were gonna have like real skin or something that was gonna resemble real skin, which was not the case at all. But they do have a nice texture to their plastic, which really brings out the aesthetic for these guys. So with that being said, I do recommend it. I mean, all four are in one package. You don't have to wait for the turtles to release one by one. All their accessories are included, soft goods, all there. So definitely 10 out of 10. With that being said, I am GojiBoy93. My Instagram is listed in the description below, where you're going to find more pictures of these guys in my feed as well as other figures. And I'll catch you all next time. Peace.